Hey guys, yeah, another nice day, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting to, a little chilly though, 61, but it's supposed to go up to 80. Interesting to do a comparison today. I'm going to meet my buddy Steve. He's got a 2024 Street Triple R, and obviously, guys, I got the RS, and I thought it'd be kind of cool meet up with him. I don't think anybody else is coming with us today, and just kind of talk about the difference between the two bikes. Obviously, the R is much better priced, and you're not really sacrificing a lot of performance if you're just into handling and that kind of thing. If you don't need all the extras like cruise control and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure the comparisons have been made before, and hopefully Steve did indicate that he'd like to switch bikes, because he's got he put a little like windscreen on his, and he says it helped a little bit, and I'd be interested in maybe putting mine on. I want to see what the difference is, so hopefully we can switch bikes, and we can show. I'll do a walk around and we'll talk about the comparison, and I'll talk about the difference between the bikes as I'm riding now. Obviously, the dashboard is probably one of the biggest things you see. The difference between the R and the RS, and then the MotoGP. But the dash overall is not a bad dash. I don't mind the dash at all, except for obviously the tachometer is absolutely useless. Now, yes, I can see the numbers; they're very large, and it's fine like this. But when I'm really spirited, I'd like to see something sweeping. So I just don't see a bunch of numbers just whatever. So that's the only other difference. I do like the tack on the R. I mean, the dash is very generic looking, nothing exciting, but the tack is extremely readable. So I do like that. But the problem is when you do get the R, you can't put cruise control on it, because I think it has something to do with electronics. Maybe I don't know if the dash has something to do with it or whatever, but you can't retrofit one of these cruise control. Cruise control only works on the RS, which I guess kind of blows. I mean, I don't use it a lot, but I do use it. What else? So yeah, for the dash, you can't put cruise control. You can put heated grips on it, because the heated grips, there's a plug underneath the tank here, or underneath the plastic covering, where you could it's a plug and play deal. You don't even have to have that enabled, so that's kind of cool. This here you have to have enabled if you want to do the cruise control. Mirrors are different. The mirrors are normal mirrors that come out. You get the bar ends on the RS. You get a little bit of lower fairing, belly pan, whatever you want to call it, comes on the RS, not on the R. But I think for the price you're looking, they're just under 10 grand for a R, 12.7 for a RS. And out the door it cost me, I mean, even though I was bitching it, I guess it wasn't so bad. It was 14.5, I think. And I guess another 11.5 out the door. But you could probably get a good deal on an R, probably around 11,000 out the door, which I think is a great deal. And performance-wise, they're pretty much the same. This has another, I guess, almost 10 horsepower, because of it has a little bit higher RPM. I guess the tune's a little bit different, but to be honest with you, it's probably pretty much a mute point, unless you're going over 100 miles an hour, that you're going to see much of a difference in performance. They say that the R is 20 millimeters lower. I've sat on an R. I didn't really feel a difference. 20 millimeters is not that much, but I didn't really feel much of a difference. So it'd be interesting in the riding position if we get to switch bikes, and then I can talk about the bike and tell you what I think the difference is. Otherwise, everything else is the same. Basically, the seating position is the same. The 20 millimeter might knock you down a little bit, so you're not as aggressive, but I don't know how much of that you're going to feel. And otherwise, the styling is pretty identical. So the seat's identical, and I do really like the seat on this bike. Anyway, I'll be back when we get close, and then I'll do a walk around, compare it, and hopefully we can switch, and hopefully it'll be an interesting video. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys, it's just me and Steve today. That's it. So I just kind of give you. We're going to switch bikes wherever we go. I think it's like a 30-mile ride. Then we'll switch bikes, and I'll give you my what I feel is the difference between these bikes. Obviously, you can see my bike. You've seen my bike a lot, and you'll see the difference. There's a belly pan, and his doesn't. And I thought I had Öhlins fronts. Where was I wrong? It's show a front, but they're more adjustable than they would be on an R. And I got the Öhlins in the back, but so does he have the Öhlins in the back. So let me just go over his bike real quick. No, these are not Öhlins, right? This is not. It's not an Öhlins. Okay, it's just an adjustable for compression and rebound. I'm sorry, compression and what else would it be? Preload and yeah. Okay, or rebound. I'm not sure, but I know they're not as adjustable. And then, as you guys can see, there's no belly pan on this, and the shocks aren't adjustable on the bottom, only on the top, only on they're separate on each side. And he's got the little wind deflector there, I guess fly screen. So I want to see what it's like if it cuts down some of the air. So I'm going to give that a shot. But yeah, so we got the same tail bags. But this is a good shot. Both. Maybe I can get a nice thumbnail. And that's no, it's good. It's good. I'll do more when we stop again. So yeah. So let's go for a ride, guys. So you can see the difference. It's not major difference. We'll be back and we'll do a switch. So there it is. Steve's getting on mine, and I'm getting on his. Steve, when I'm talking, sometimes I'll be talking on here, so I won't be talking to you. I'll be just talking. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm sitting on the bike. So the first thing is, I don't feel much of a difference as far as the seat. Steve, can you tell me a difference as far as the seat? Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, it might be a little bit lower, but I do like your dash better, Steve, because you can see the tack. Mine is just going to be numerals, the regular tack. So you just go ahead, and I'm ready to go. So he's got Steve's got thinner grips. I have a thicker grips. I just noticed that, but otherwise, the bike kind of feels the same. This is quiet. This is what the bike felt like, guys, when I picked mine up. Korvetsky. So let me just concentrate here a little bit. Yeah, power-wise, it kind of feels the same. Just as far as acceleration, the only thing I would think you'd give up is maybe after 100 miles an hour, because of the I got about 10 more horsepower, so I get a little bit more RPM. But otherwise, I know you guys ain't going to be able to hear this, but I'm going to be talking back and forth to Steve. Steve, do you feel any less vibration, or is it? It's about the same. Okay, all right. Yeah. Does, huh? Yeah. So Steve's saying that the quick shifter feels a little bit crisper on mine, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as I think the seating position, I don't feel a major difference. I don't know. Do you? Yeah. So I guess 20 millimeters. What is 20 millimeters? Like a little less than an inch? Right. So, right. Yeah, that's right. It's half an inch. So I don't see that. I know a lot of times when I was listening to these reviews, they said it made a difference, but I feel the seating position is kind of identical. All right, so Steve, what do you think of the exhaust? Is it too loud, or is it... Okay, so Steve says he likes the exhaust. He doesn't feel it drony at all. He's got a... Okay. Yeah, he's got a Spark system coming, complete system for his bike, so that should be cool. So I'm sure I'll get you guys, when he gets it, we meet up again, we'll make sure we get a sound check. And as far as handling the bike, this bike feels like the same. It does. I mean, how do you feel about the handling? Pretty good, right? Yeah. See, I mean, if you're looking to save bucks, I think the R guys are probably the way to go. Except for yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I don't like the I'm talking to Steve now, guys. I don't like the animation on the tack, because it's. Yeah, you can't read it. I love yours because it's sweeping, Agreed. I mean, if they could do it on the speed triple, they could do it on this one. So, but I can live with it. So now I want to really. So I don't know if I feel much. Do you feel much difference now on the Steve as far as the wind? Like, because you have the little whatchamacallit. I feel that the wind's moved up a little bit, but not annoying. I don't know. I think I might lean on getting one then, because I always want to add things to the bike. I was just worried that it would be a buffeting like my FZ1 buffets a lot. No, I think they did a good job on it. So it's still, you get a little bit off the chest, but you're still getting clean air on the. All right, so. Nice bike, buddy. But yeah, so there it is, guys. That's mine, and but pretty much they're identical. It'll be if you guys are looking to spend a little bit less money, you can't go wrong. I mean, as far as handling, I think they're identical, especially for my skill level. I'm not going to be going to the track with it. Right. Yeah, just they feel the same as far as acceleration. I think like I said, I think the only difference would be is if we were like really in the high RPM range. Yeah, that's what drew me to the black. That's why I bought it on Emotion. I mean, I guess in hindsight I didn't do terrible. I mean, as far as the deal is, but just the idea of a dealer not wanting a deal, I just hate it. So, but yeah. And the ride, do you think the ride is similar? Now, I adjusted my suspension a little bit softer than factory, but do you feel any major difference between the two, Steve? Yeah. Yeah, same here. Same here. The seat feels the same. It feels the same comfort. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong, guys. If you want to go with a R, you want to save some money, you can't go wrong. I mean, a lot of times people just, a cruise control I use, but maybe some people don't really care about that. Yeah, I feel like I'm at home on the bike. I just like when I get on James's bike, it's a lot different. It's heavier. It's a totally different bike. The brakes aren't as good. But you get like this, I just feel like I'm riding my bike. So you like those grip puppies? They're really cheap. They're only $20. I just like them because they give me like a luxury feel on the grip, and like some guys don't like the thick grips, but I like a thicker grip. So, what about the mirrors? Like your mirrors, I mean, you could see pretty good on it. I mean, yours don't seem to vibrate at higher RPM. No, I'm really impressed with that. I am really impressed with because mine will vibrate. Once you get over 6,000 RPM, they vibrate, or 5,000 RPM. Yeah, where these are nice and they got a good view, I don't think they look bad at all. Yeah, guys, the bikes feel the same to me. So, yeah, so Steve's saying the same thing. They feel identical. So, if you want to save yourself $2,500, that's the way to go. Yeah, Steve, this is a nice road. I do feel, Steve, I do feel a little bit more vibration. I guess because maybe but I don't pick up as much with between the bar end weights and the grip puppies. It's not dramatic, no doubt about it. Okay. Got it. I've been to Falls Lake, but oh yeah, they're out there. I've been to Falls Lake, but I think on the other side of it, because there's so many places you can go. What's he doing? Just go, man. There's nobody in front of him. I didn't get that at all. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my God, it's so nice here. Yeah. Is this guy stopped? Fuck. You want to go around and get around this fucking guy? It's real quick. Yeah. He's probably running out of fucking electricity. Oh, he's doing the bikes. I didn't see the bikes up there. You did. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I never even seen the bikes up here. You want to give it a chance? I'll fucking go. Yeah, I can't put up with shit like that. They can fucking go single file and let people pass them. All right, guys. So that's my opinion as far as the bikes. They're most identical, guys. And you want to save some money. I'm thinking you can't go wrong with the R. I mean, they ride the same, they feel the same. You're just giving up a couple of things, maybe colors and stuff like that. But I'm sure they're going to be hitting the market used, and I think they're going to be a good deal, a really good deal. It's fast, it's fun, and Steve will be getting a Spark exhaust, so it'll be sounding really, really good. Yeah, so we're gonna get back, and I'll do a quick walk around, guys, again, and yeah. So there it is. So I did make a couple of mistakes, guys. This comes with, I guess whatever Triumph's rear shock setup is, and it's only rebound and I think compression and preload. And then there's no adjustment on the bottom forks. They're Showa, but they're different types. But he's got the same guards here. He put on. Yeah, I need to get that too. I agreed. So he was just telling me he's going to get the Evo radio guard. I think I'm going to get one too. And then you guys can see there's no pan over here, but otherwise these bikes are pretty they're really, really close. But all right, I'll talk more when I get back on my bike. All right, guys, I'm back on the bike. I'm going to go for some more cruise. And me and Steve have come to the conclusion that there's not much difference except $2,500, which is a good amount of money, right? So now getting back on my bike, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't see major difference. I got my grip puppies were a little bit softer. Steve thinks he's going to get some. But, yeah, there's not much of a difference except for sound. So I'm just being redundant, guys. Just if you don't want to spend the money, the R is just going to be absolutely fine. Now, granted, if you guys track it and you need that extra shock and stuff like that, or a better shock or better brakes, yeah, I can see you moving up, but you don't have to. That's all I can say is you guys don't have to. This speedometer is pretty correct. When I checked it on my GPS, it's only 1 mile an hour off. So I was up to like 115. No, fuck, he was afraid to take his hands off the bars. All right, guys, so that's it. What do you think of my review? Do you have to have an RS, or do you have to have an R? So, RS, R. Can't go wrong. That's what Steve just said. You can't go wrong. 10,000, 12.7. So it's up to you guys what you want. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm sure, guys, I'll have another video out sometime. Thanks, Steve.